Hello everyone, welcome back to Prabha's Home and Garden. Today I'll be talking about one of my favorite house plants, that is my dragon tail plant. This plant I have been having more than a year and I found that it's easy to take care of. Also, I'm quite satisfied about this plant because it's a huge plant. It can beautify your house because it has got that thick green and glossy leaves. Also, it has got the big leaves. One of the best thing about this plant is it has got the big leaves, and if you find the dust on it, it's easy to wipe it off. So with other plants, like it has got small leaves and it takes for a while to get rid of the dust, but this plant is easy, so you don't need to spend much time. Also, you easily spot any dust on them because it has got that glossy leaves. Then the second thing is this plant grows really fast if it gets enough sunlight. When I bought this plant, initially I put it on the kitchen bench top. There, this plant wasn't getting enough sunlight. So I can show you what happened with my plant. So if this plant doesn't get much sunlight, this is what happens. Okay, this is called leggy. So the vines get leggy. So you can see that there is much space between two leaves. So one leaf is here, the other leaf is up here. You can see the space. Usually with this one, you can see the leaves comes very close. And with this one, when the vines get leggy, you can see that the leaves are really, quite apart. So this is because of poor or insufficient sunlight. To get rid of these problems, so you make sure you position this plant in a well-lighted area and make sure it gets enough sunlight. So since I moved to two different spots, this plant is getting much better now. So this is the final spot I got it for this plant. Since I moved this plant to here, so this plant looks much better, and you can see that new shoots coming up from this plant looks much better, and it has got bigger leaves, and the leaves are coming closer. And another thing is, with most of our house plants, we are worried about underwatering and overwatering. With these plants, I think you don't need to worry too much about watering. So unfortunately, I put some like a topping. What it is called, I'm not sure. Toppings. No, it's a gravel. It's not a sand. Okay. So I don't know how the soil feel like because I can't put my finger there because it's covered with that gravel. And when this plant needs water, you see that the leaves start to coil like this, and also the leaves start to droopy. And if you see that, that means this plant needs water, and you can water it. The another good thing about this plant is if you overwater it, and it has got a mechanism to get rid of excessive water. When I bought this plant initially, as I said earlier, it was on my kitchen bench top. And one day I watered it, and the next morning when I, checked on my plant, I saw water dripping from its leaves, from the side of the leaves. Then I was thinking, what's going on? Initially, I thought it's from cooking, when you cook too much food, the previous night, so lots of steam, stuck in the air. So I was thinking, from the steam, it's finally it settles on the leaves, and that's how my plant was dripping. Actually, it wasn't. Then I checked a few other times. Then I found that whenever I overwater this plant, so it has got it has got its own mechanism to get rid of excessive water from this plant. So I would say that that's the greatest feature with this plant. So you can even if you are unsure about how to water this plant, so yeah, it's easy for you, especially for the beginners. I know when you start to grow your own indoor plants, so you may have a little bit of problem with watering your plants. You might have a little bit of confusion about how often you need to water your house plants. So I would say that this is a great plant to start with. So of course you don't need to worry too much about this plant. Then fertilizer, I usually use the liquid fertilizer, so it's easy peasy. I think in my previous videos I already told you how do I fertilize my plants. Then with the sunlight, so always make sure this plant is in a well lighted area. Definitely it does need a sunlight. Then the another thing is this plant grow like a vine, so you can see that since I bought this plant I never reported this plant, and It has got like a moss pole here, but this is not long enough to support my plant. What I did, since I found this place is a very good place for my plant, I bought like a little clip. It's here. It is called a small cable clips. You can use it for your house plant if you're comfortable with. Because this is the first time I'm using these clips. I'm not sure when I take the clip off from the wall, is it going to take my paint off? I'm not sure about it. There is another option. So there are like a vacuum clips. So when you attach to the wall, it it using vacuum to attach on the wall. So this one has got that sticky area. I'm not sure when you take it off, so it may take your paint off. So I'm not sure, but it tells like usually it is. This one is safe. I'm not sure. Anyway, I use this cable clips to attach, secure my vines, and I think hopefully it will be fine for my plants. Okay, that's all pretty much about my my dragon tail plant. I'm not sure about its scientific name, so something epipernapinate, I'm not sure. So it's good to know if, there are scientific names as well, especially when you grow house plants. It's good, you learn more about your plants. It's good really, and I can write somewhere when I edit this video. Okay, then this one. I have got like a baby plant here. Actually, I propagated my mother plant. As I told you earlier, the vine was like a leggy, and I cut the vine from up here. Then it was too leggy. It wasn't nice at all to see. Then I cut it in small pieces, and initially I put it in the water. Okay. If you propagate pothos, you know that it starts to grow roots like in 1 week time, but this one takes longer. Okay, don't expect you're going to see roots in like a 1 week time. So it took like more than 3 weeks to see a tiny root. Then once it had like a long root, I planted in the soil. So now it's growing well. It is not bad. But again, I tell you, like a pothos, when you propagate from its cutting, you can use like each node to propagate. But this one, no. So you need to go with like a big cuttings with at least 2 or 3 nodes with the area roots. Then hopefully you will get a baby plant. It's not that easy, but still you can try it. So you can trust me. I grow this plant from my cutting. Okay, you can trust me, and it looks healthy. Okay, when it grows further, definitely I'll do another video, and you can see how my plant is doing. Then with the soil, I think previous videos I explained I always use good potting mix. That one is cactus and succulent potting mix. When I reported this one from water, so I used the same soil. The other one, I haven't changed the soil or reported it, so I don't know much about what kind of soil it already has got. Every garden center they use a good potting mix, so hopefully that soil is really good. Otherwise, it wouldn't grow this big. I trust everybody. Anyway, that's all about my dragon plant. I hope this video is useful to you, and if you like my video and you think like you learn a little bit about the dragon tail plant, please give me a like. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would say please wait. You can buy a dragon tail plant and try to grow, put it in a well lighted area and see how it's growing, and you can take my tips as well. And if you are satisfied with your dragon tail plant, you can come back and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and once again, thank you for your support, and thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.